Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar Jan. Is a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Friday, the 25th day of January. Here we go. I want to tell you about Shabbos. There's a lot of things going on this Shabbos. It's Shabbos Shira. We described that a little bit to you yesterday, and also I want to tell you now that this Shabbos it's going to be Tu B'Shvat. Tu B'Shvat in general, the background on it is this. Tu B'Shvat is the Rosh Hashanah of the trees, the new year of the trees. What that means is that we need a spot on our Jewish calendar that tells us when it is considered like that's the end of last year's trees, and now the new stuff is growing on trees starting this new year. We need to know that starting after this Shabbos, stuff that grows out of the trees on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of next week, that's part of next year's stuff. Why do I need to know that? Because a lot of times dating on knowing the date of the outcome of the fruit of a tree is halachically important to us. Like, for example, when you have a tree, for the first 3 years, you're not supposed to get any personal benefit from the fruit of that tree. That's considered arla, something that you're not supposed to benefit from. And then after a certain process, after the 4th year, then you're allowed to start taking benefit from the stuff of your tree. So I need to know, when's the 3rd year? When's the 4th year of my tree? Well, you look at when it was planted, and as soon as it hits Tu B'Shvat, that's 1 year has finished. 2nd year, when Tu B'Shvat hits, 2 years have ended. Also, you're supposed to give a tenth of your produce to Meiser, to a special procedure called Meiser. That's tithing, giving a tenth of your stuff to charity or to the Levites, to the Levi. And if you're going to do something like that, you also have to know all the fruit of this year, needs to be tithed. Well, when does this year start? When does this year end? So the answer to all that stuff is Tu B'Shvat. On the 15th of Shvat, that's this Shabbos. Now, to us, many of us listening to this on the World Wide Web, we're city boys, city girls, and we don't know a whole lot about agriculture. We're not involved with fruits and trees and whatever. So how does Tu B'Shvat affect you? Well, what we'd like to do on Tu B'Shvat, all of us folks, is to make note of the wonderful, beautiful fruit of Israel that are praised in our Torah, things like pomegranates, dates, figs, olives, grapes, stuff like that, and we like to partake of them because God describes Israel as a beautiful country that flows with milk and honey, and that has great things like figs, pomegranates, olives, etc. So we like to eat those on Tu B'Shvat. That's one thing that you could be doing. And eating all fruit in general would be a wonderful thing to do on Tu B'Shvat. Also, it's a festive day because of the nature of the day, and therefore we wouldn't be saying Tachanun. You never say Tachanun on Shabbos, and this year Tu B'Shvat comes out on Shabbos, so you won't notice that too much. You will notice it just at small spots, like we won't be saying Tzidkas Tzedek, that little paragraph near the end of Mincha on Shabbos, which we only say on days that aren't festive. Shabbos days that aren't otherwise festive. This is a Shabbos day that is otherwise festive, and therefore we'll skip little things like that on this Shabbos. Thanks for logging on. Have yourself a great Shabbos, and log on again after Shabbos for more. Bye-bye.